Yo, hey everybody, how you doing? Happy New Year. Wish you all the best for the new year. Wish you the best changes to come to you. And today I want to make this video to look back in what I did and what the channel did like back in 2022. So we're gonna be going through pretty much like all the games that I played and like what games I played in 2022, what did I do as far as like playthroughs, walkthroughs or like videos and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna dedicate this first video of 2023 to that, so we can share, like did you play the same games? Did you look back? Oh, I remember watching that, those videos or those playthroughs and stuff, those playlists. But yeah, I was thinking about like making this video earlier, but well, IRL stuff like didn't make it, so let's make it the first video for 2023. I got all the everything over here, so wow, I need the shortcut. Anyway, let's take it away, make myself small, there you go. And here we are. Here is where we start for 2022, back in January pretty much. The first thing that I played in 2022 was Blue Reflection DLC. Blue Reflection, a fantastic game. If you guys haven't played it yet, if you like Atelier games, if you like Ghost games, I definitely recommend it. Blue Reflection Second Light and the first Blue Reflection, they're like diamonds, pretty much, like that many people do not know. They're great games, like, and they announced recently the mobile, the Sun, when they announced back in the day the Second Light as well. So that came out like with the beta recently. Unfortunately, it's a mobile game, it's gonna be a little bit different, obviously. Hopefully that will actually go into the next console PC game, so we wait and see. But yeah, Blue Reflection was where everything started for 2022. And next up we got Honkai Impact 3rd. A post Honkai Odyssey 2, yeah. Even though I stopped playing Honkai a while ago, a post Honkai Odyssey is one of my favorite game modes, and when they said that they're gonna release like the continuation pretty much, I straight up like opened Honkai again and made everything so I can actually play it. So yeah, Honkai Impact, it's one of the, it was pretty much the flag, and it's still at the flagship, I guess, like in a way for MiHoYo slash HoYoverse. Well, but of course, like the most popular thing right now is Genshin Impact. So yeah, that was Honkai. Continuing on for 2022. Next up, YuGiOh Master Duel. YuGiOh Master Duel, like I was craving some card games. I love YuGiOh, and I had some really good time playing the game. Like get some videos as well, some top decks and stuff, like playing the music and whatnot. It was pretty nice. It was definitely pretty nice to play some YuGiOh. I don't play these days at all. From time to time I'd watch some videos, or I will actually with some streams on Twitch. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, that's for YuGiOh. Next up, Sifu. Sifu, who was like, the game was like nominated for many awards as well. A great game, really great game. Really enjoyed Sifu. Sifu has been a really nice experience, honestly. And even though I didn't play it as much as some other people, I'm definitely like pretty much sit down and watch many people doing runs and like high skill level runs as well. Those high difficulty ones. Crazy good, definitely recommend as well. Next up we got Dynasty Warriors. Warriors? What? Okay, we're finding like mistakes as well. Alright. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, yeah, the latest Dynasty Empires from Koei. Really enjoyed it. I haven't played Dynasty in a very long time, and when I started this this playthrough that I did like a full-on only women pretty much, like Dynasty Empires playthrough. It was pretty nice, really enjoyed it. It was fun. I think it could be much better, like maybe of some of the older ones, or like some of the changes were maybe not there for many people, but I definitely enjoyed it, had a good time with it, you know. So yeah. And next up, oh my god. As you can see, there's a lot of Koei going on because, like, well, they release so many games and most of the games are really laggy, but Atelier Sophie 2 definitely takes the cake for 2022. Actually, if you are aware of the PlayStation cards that released recently, Atelier Sophie 2 has the most hours for me for 2022. I think it was like 100 hours something, and Sophie 2 is the GOAT. Sophie 2 is the GOAT for sure. Like, it's an amazing game, amazing game. If you ever liked Atelier games, like, you should definitely like check Sophie 2. Sophie is like my all-time favorite as well, Atelier. So I was really excited when they announced 2. I got pretty much into Atelier with Sophie and the Mysterious series, I'd say. Like, I really got into it. That's pretty much where I made like the big dive into the Atelier series, I'd say. And the funny thing about this, like, I won an Atelier Sophie copy from a Twitter giveaway Koei did for Europe. So yeah, you know, I had to. I think like I have. Well, I think I have like some of the goodies they sent me as well. I can, yeah, I think like it's over there. You cannot really see it, but yeah, some con cards and some posters. So yeah, Atelier Sophie 2, amazing game. My all-time favorite is like definitely top 3 for 2022 that for the games that I played. But yeah, like one of my favorite, and I'm looking forward to Ryza 3. Ryza 3 this February. I'm super looking forward to it. I'll be playing Ryza 2. I'll be playing Ryza 2 in the coming days because I do have a playthrough on my YouTube channel and I do want to replay the game, but I want to redo my playthrough as well, so I'll be getting new videos up. But yeah, that's Atelier. Next up, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. I mean, if no one has me, Jack has me, like, bro fist. The memes that came out, like, they were hilarious, honestly. Like, Jack is hilarious. Like, I cannot do it. Like, I don't think it was their intention to do stuff like that, but it kind of came out this way, so you know, they embraced it, and that's cool. Stranger of Paradise has mission based. I can't say really. I don't know how the general public feels in general about all the games that I played, honestly. And many of the games that I play, I feel that there are games that many people maybe not. They're not in the high end of the scale as far as Metacritic goes, like 90s, 95s. They're usually like 70s, 80s, like, which are really good games still. Like, the whole thing that anything that is below 8 or 88 out of 10 and stuff, like, all of a sudden it's like a mediocre game. Like, I never understood that. Like, for me, a mediocre game is like a 5, 6, maybe. Like 7, 8 is like good, really good. 9, like, you know, amazing, and 10 obviously a masterpiece. But yeah, like, you know, that's another story altogether. But yeah, Final Fantasy Origin, really enjoyed it. The gameplay was really fun. A lot of jobs, a lot of classes. Like, the story itself, I enjoyed it, honestly. But the Jack shenanigans are like the best, honestly, from the whole characterization and everything and stuff. But really cool game. Next up, Dusk Diver 2. Dusk Diver 1 was really a nice indie game. I really enjoyed it. I did a full-on playthrough as well. Unfortunately, I didn't finish my Dusk Diver 2 playthrough on YouTube. I did upload some videos, as you can see here. I want to actually finish that. I think it's like Dusk Diver 2, and I think like it's another 2 games that I want to actually finish uploading at some point. You know, a lot of improvements with Dusk Diver 2, great stuff. More like the story itself, pretty cool. Music okay. I like the characters. I like the game, indie game. You know, like really cool stuff. Yeah, and I hope they actually make Dusk Diver 3 as well, because I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm. If you're looking for an action game, you know, with colorful characters and everything, like yeah, go for it. You know, like see some videos and stuff and see if it's for you, anime style. You know, like stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. Next up, Kogan, Sword of Rewind. Okay, Kogan. That game, like many times I'll find games that it's either from videos on YouTube, like recommendations, or like some people playing it on Twitch or something, or like someone posted something on Twitter, like a clip or something, like something cool and stuff. And that's how I'm, you know, go and pretty much search for new games sometimes to play. And Kogan was one of those situations. You know, 2D anime style, like short, really cool movement, like Mega Man style. You know, it is kind of like Mega Man style, right? And Kogan has been amazing, honestly. Like the game like surpassed my expectations way more than like it gave me so much like fun with, like, you know, the 2D and like. And honestly, in 2022 I played a lot of 2D games like anime style, or you know, so yeah, like Kogan, an amazing 2D game, definitely check it out. um really cool. Like has, and the speedrun, oh my god, the speedrun is insane. Actually, the speedrun is insane. Like the, because it has a time mechanic, you know, rewind time and stuff like that, so makes it really great. I mean, yeah. Next up, Lost Judgment. Yeah, the Kaito files. The DLC came out. Lost Judgment itself is not from 2022, but the Kaito files came out in 2022, and they didn't disappoint once again. The Judgment series, and especially Judgment, Lost Judgment that is, has become one of my all-time favorite series, and I'm really glad that when I heard that the agency that the person who plays Yagami changed its boss chairman kind of thing, like they changed who is like in pretty much in control for the whole agency, is more linear about some stuff. So there's a chance that we're gonna see the next Judgment game, and I'm all for it. Like I know like the Ryuga Gotoku studio is like way, you know, it's like all about the Yakuza and stuff, right? Many people know them for the Yakuza, but honestly, Judgment and Lost Judgment, maybe it's like the best Yakuza games. Maybe it's like, until obviously like the new ones comes out. You know, I'm looking forward to like you know, like Dragon, not like Dragon, sorry, Isin, of course, and the next Yakuza, like, and yeah, like it's gonna be awesome. Like I cannot wait for those games to come out. It's gonna be great. Some more like goofy stuff coming up. Yeah, Kaido File is really great. I enjoyed it. Great music. Kaido is an awesome, cool character too. So yeah. Next up, Azure Striker Gunvolt. So in 2022, even though I knew about Gunvolt, I never actually played the games, and I want to get into it because Gunvolt 3 was gonna be coming out, and I got into Gunvolt and I freaking loved it. Gunvolt is another 2D series that I really enjoyed. I played like the first game, I played the second game, and then like I was waiting for the third game. And I'm glad that I got into it a little bit late, because from what I got, they waited, the fans of the series waited quite a lot for the third game to come out. So for me it was a couple months, so like I didn't have to wait like forever for after the ending of 2, which was, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, honestly, I don't want to talk about it. Like, yeah. So yeah, Gunvolt series, really awesome. We're gonna read Gunvolt 3 because it was part of the games that I played in 2022. But yeah, Gunvolt, excellent. Next up, Token Rambo Warriors, another game, another Warriors game from Koei. I didn't finish the playthrough on YouTube, but I did play it on Twitch as well, and I did play it on my own time. Great series, great I guess like another really good Warriors game. It's not one of their best, honestly, for Omega Force. But I enjoyed like finding out about the characters. I did actually go get into the anime as well. It has like 2 seasons, I think, if I remember correctly, and it was pretty nice. Looking all the different blades, from all the eras and stuff. It was really cool. It was really cool. Really enjoyed it. Next up, Sonic Origins. Yeah, like go back into the classics. Of course, like with the anniversary of Sonic, had some shaky launch, but the classics are the classics: Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic and Knuckles, of course. Yeah, like I don't have to say much. I'm a huge Sonic fan. Like Sonic is like my #1 gaming series, and one Sonic Generations, and well, Sonic Frontiers now as well. Like, of course, but many people, like I speedrun Sonic. If you're watching my videos, streaming a lot of Sonic on Twitch as well. So yeah, don't have much else to say. Sonic rocks. Sonic is the greatest. Alright, next up, Klonoa. Oh my god, Klonoa came back with the Fantasy Reverie series. I was so glad to see Klonoa coming back. Door to Phantom Isle and Lunatia's Veil is excellent games as well if you like platforming games with a little bit of puzzle elements in there. Yeah, excellent games. You should try it out. It's really good. And I hope like more comes out of it and they don't stop here. Klonoa had a pretty good year, I'd say, and I'd love to see more come out from it, honestly. I'd love to have like a Klonoa 3 maybe? I don't know, maybe? But yeah, excellent games. I played them back in the PS PS2 for Klonoa 2. I think I did like a OG playthrough as well on my channel back in the day. But yeah. Next up, Ether Gazer. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna keep like too much on the mobile like stuff because I keep playing Genshin, I keep playing Genshin. I got into Arknights as well. If you look at my recent videos, like Arknights has been amazing too. I've been loving it. The community is amazing too. And Ethergaze is another game that I was looking forward to playing the global. Unfortunately, it got delayed, and maybe because they didn't see much audience coming together. Maybe they did really want to fix some stuff because there was a lot of feedback from the beta that came out. Really looking forward to that. Aether Gazer has been one of the games that I've been looking forward to play. Anything that has to do with like high speed action combat, RPG elements, stuff like that. I'm instantly into it, honestly. Like I love those kind of stuff. Like really love those kind of stuff, So yeah, and on top of that, Aether Gazer is one game. Punishing Grey Raven for when they release the PC version is another game that I'm probably gonna get into as well. Hopefully it's not too far away. Withering Waves is another game from the same developers from Punishing Grey Raven. Open world kind of game, high speed action again. Like I guess like the closest I can say how it's gonna be is like think about Genshin pretty much, but obviously different feeling. It's not exactly the same. I'm just like giving you an example to have like an idea more or less, anime style, open world and stuff. Think about so yeah, like action game again. And the other game is like Arknights Enfield, which we haven't really heard much about. Hopefully we'll actually hear more about that too, because I've been enjoying Arknights a lot, and I'd love to hear more about Arknights Enfield. But yeah, Ether Gazer, really cool as well. Waiting for the global release. I did get into the CN, the Chinese version. I see I uploaded some videos as well, but I mean, I do want to understand more when I'm playing the games. Gunval 3, here we are. Like I said, with Gunval 1 and 2, Gunval 3, I was waiting for it, came out. loved it. Amazing game. Really loved Gunval 3 and our new character as well, Kirin. Uh, really cool. And of course they had like the sword this time around compared to Gunvolt having, you know, the gun and shooting and stuff. So I always love, like, you know, in your face, you know, combos and using sword and stuff. Like, I'm okay with like guns and like range and whatnot, but I'll always pick the sword and the katana, of course. But yeah, I wanted to pick Gunval 3 on. They released it last month on PS4, PS5. I want to get it there with along with all the DLC that released, so I can replay the whole thing and play the DLC as well. I haven't got it yet, but I will definitely get it, and most likely I'll be playing it on YouTube as well. Maybe I'll stream it. We'll see. What's up next? Lost Epic, another 2D game that I found by randomly, and I really love it. Another great 2D game, and one thing that I can say about Lost Epic is like it has a lot of stuff to it. Like, it didn't seem like it at first, but the more I was playing, like, there's more and more and more and more. Like, wow, how big is this game? And, you know, a lot of abilities, a lot of like weapons, it's a fantastic game. Like, I definitely recommend if you like 2D games and, you know, with action feel to it, like, definitely check it out. Definitely check it. It's great. Lost Epic, it's really good in my opinion. You should definitely check it out. Like, in all the things that I've said, like, obviously, you know, you can find them on YouTube. You can check the videos if you want to get a better idea of like because right now I'm not diving too deep into each game. I'm just saying like a general you know, what I played and a little bit about the game. Very little, that is, because I don't want to, you know, I guess, spoiler as well and everything and whatnot. But in any case, Lost Epic, great game as well. Next up, Sword and Fairy Together Forever. Yeah, this game, Sword and Fairy is like, this is the 7th game actually, but you can play it without knowing, you know, the previous games and stuff. And I think like this was like the first big change to 3D and like bigger scale game and stuff, action RPG as well. Amazingly awesome like models and graphics, like, and the wow factor, and they've, you know, everything, you know, like look really cool. Like it, I remember watching a cutscene that they were doing like all sorts of, you know, magic and stuff like for 2 minutes or something, only for it to fail. Yeah, I was like, we're gonna win, like this is it, and then like we fail. I'm like, what just happened? Like, we did all that just for it to fail. Like, it was it was amazing. Like, I didn't expect that. But yeah, so then for another great game that I played in 2022, really enjoyed it as well. Funny enough, I think like I left the game open at some point to do other stuff, and it recorded a lot of hours, and it got 3rd place, I think, or 4th place in my PlayStation card of like the most played games for 2022. Atelier Sophie 2 was number 1, like I said. Number 2 was Sonic Frontiers, which came like pretty much out like a month before they released the PlayStation cards for like the most played and whatnot. So, you know, that's, you can see how much I played Sonic Frontiers in 1 month. But yeah, Sword and Fairy, I hope they release another one, like the next installment and stuff, and I hope they actually localize it as well. I would love to play more about Sword and Fairy. I think like it's great. I really enjoyed the story in it, and like everything about it. It might not something like, you know, it might not actually win like multiple awards, or like maybe it's not something that will actually go to a bigger audience, but I feel like people who love JRPGs or RPGs in general, or action RPGs, I think like the game itself is like, it has quality enough for many people to actually enjoy it, you know. And I think this the Sword and Fairy came from China. It's from Chinese developers. China has been like putting like been expanding a lot. Like a lot of games this in the recent years like come out from China. They've been doing like amazing work, and I cannot wait to see more, honestly. Like what was the latest game? I think it was like Wukong or something, was it? And then there's the Wulong for from Koei. In any case, awesome stuff. Please keep doing what you're doing. Love the games I've been playing from China. So yeah, Valkyrie Elysium. Valkyrie Elysium. It was nice to see Valkyrie return. Honestly, another Valkyrie game return. Elysium itself was. It was. I think it could have made more. Like, obviously, it's not like the older games, 2D or like turn-based and stuff like that. It's like action. I think for what it wanted to do, it did it pretty good. It maybe left a little bit. Became a little bit stale, like repeatable and stuff like that. But I feel like in general, like it was a really enjoyable experience. I had a really good time with it. Honestly, all the games that I like, 99% of the time, when I'm playing, when I'm selecting to play games or like what games I want to play, I don't know. Maybe it's based on instinct, obviously. I know, and based on like what experience I have from previous games, but I very 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 rarely I will play a game and I'll be like, "Ugh, I want to finish the game, I don't want to play this game anymore," or like I will not finish a game. Like there's rarely a chance that, very rarely a chance that that will happen to me. Like all the games that I've been playing, I don't think I played the like more than maybe 2 3 games that I actually was like, I want to finish this game, or like I don't want to play more, stuff like that. Everything that I've tried, like more or less, like I really enjoyed it. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But yeah, Valkyrie Elysium was another great game that I enjoyed in 2022. Solstice was a really cool game it had a lot of DMC like elements to it, and it was great. I hope they release the next one soon, because I really enjoyed it. Towards the end it became super repeatable, and honestly maybe it overstayed its welcome a little bit because of a certain mechanic they had. I think at first it was fine, but as you were progressing and the game was becoming harder and harder, and they were throwing so many enemies at you, and that specific mechanic was like certain enemies, you need to have a certain field up for you to actually hit them, but they can hit you, and when you cannot hit, like they were mix and matching the enemies, so like you had blue and you had red, they have them together, and when you have a red field you can only hit the red enemies, when you have a blue field you can only hit the blue enemies. So yeah, and there's so much health loss, like sponges, and yeah, so it was becoming a little bit at some point it was like, oh my god, like I hope it ends, but it was very very little of that, and it didn't get away from my experience. Like, I sure thoroughly enjoyed it. The story was great, the characters was really nice as well. So yeah, great game. Another action pretty much game. We've been going for a while. Not much now. Next up, of course, Legend of Heroes is here. Of course it's here, and of course once again Falcom doesn't disappoint. Another amazing game. Like, what can I say? Like, the Legend of Heroes is like amazing, and I cannot wait for this year to play Trails into Reverie. Hajimari finally gets its localization this summer, and I cannot wait for it. Obviously, 100%, like, we're gonna do like everything we can, playthrough, walkthrough, stuff like that, it. But yeah, I cannot wait for you guys to, if you haven't played it yet, if you haven't seen anything, to experience Kuro no Kiseki as well when it comes over, and hopefully it won't take long, because honestly speaking, it probably will, because if they're releasing this summer Hajimare, they, if they haven't started work on Kuro and the next this game comes out as well, yeah, I don't know, and then Kuro 3 will probably be, or whatever the next game is gonna be. Don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but yeah, like we're gonna be like a whole arc behind in English, so yeah, that's not the best. Anyway, but Kuro, awesome. Yo, Star Ocean, yeah, Star Ocean has been amazingly good. I'm so glad Star Ocean came back, and they came back swinging. They fixed so many stuff. The combat was so fun, so many characters. The music was amazing. Motoi Sakuraba does it again. It felt like there was a budget again behind it, you know, compared to the previous Star Ocean. And I cannot wait for the next one as well, because if they don't make the next one, then I don't know, like this is where like the series like kind of like, you know, comes back into the front lines, you know, like Star Ocean 6 has been amazing, really cool game, really enjoyed it, and the story was great, and the locations, and like the adventure like atmosphere and stuff, like and the characters, and the whole like modern technology with not, you know, with people who are not like don't know about the modern technology, like the stars and like the spaceships and stuff, like really nice. And of course we're here, Sonic Frontiers, you know it. Sonic Frontiers and that's a good game. I'm so glad it came out, and it's so good, so good. Sonic Frontier has been amazing. I've been loving it. I've been speedrunning the heck out of it. I've been uploading speedruns all around, like I played it for like a month. I've been playing so long, so many hours like already. Yeah, Sonic Frontiers, I will keep playing. There's a full-on update coming out in 2023. I cannot wait for the new additions that they have. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Next up, Samurai Maiden. Samurai Maiden looked really good from when they advertising and promoting it. And unfortunately, it didn't turn out as good as I hoped to be. Still good, but it feels that they did kind of like they kind of like passed the bar of like, you know, the bare minimum. Like they had such a amazing good models, and the music is cool, and there's some cool, you know, combos and action game, and that like there's some cool stuff in there. Like the core is pretty good. I feel like they need to improve in a lot of areas, but I hope they actually make a Samurai Maiden 2, or maybe like a spiritual successor to it, maybe. I don't know, like I hope, like, you know, they don't throw everything out of the window. Like they have something really good here, and I think like they can do so much better. So I hope they, you know, they continue it. Obviously very niche stuff, you know, but personally I enjoyed it, you know. I hope like they do much better. And last but not least, of course, Crisis Core Reunion. Crisis Core Reunion, finally, the favorite from the PSP era makes its return in the consoles as a more than a remaster, and it is definitely more than a remaster. They did an absolutely fantastic job to it. Really enjoyed playing it. It was great. I cannot wait, obviously, for next year. Like we got so many games for next year, like Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, unless it gets like delayed. I think so many stuff that coming out. So yeah, Crisis Core, really enjoyed it. It was great playing it again. But yeah, was that the last one? Yeah, that looks like it was the last one. And I think like there's some, let me see here. Oh yeah, Horizon Forbidden West, I played that one as well, but I didn't do it on YouTube. There's that too. There is Hatsune Miku Project Diva Mega Mix 2. I played that one like a lot on Twitch on stream. it was nice playing the Miku again. You know, like I'm not big on rhythm games and whatnot, but from time to time, it's great. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, of course, like another fantastic job from the same people I think that made Streets of Rage 4. Was amazing, really enjoyed it. I didn't make a YouTube video as well. I want to make a YouTube video with Inferno, Emiru and Cyberman, but unfortunately we didn't make it happen. But yeah, also now that I mention it, like shoutouts to Emiru the Night, CG Inferno Blast, and Cyberman. Those guys are honestly they're like more than just like friends, honestly, right now. Like they helped me a lot through some tough times, and I hope I was there for them when they needed some help. Like yeah, like they're my go-to, like they're my homies, you know. Like really thank you very much if you ever see the video. Obviously, like I talk to them and stuff, but yeah, little, you know, sidetrack there. But yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, that's it for 2022 and all those games. Too many games, and there's way more games coming out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Obviously, like 30 plus minutes video. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope like we get a little bit of a trip down memory lane for 2022 and the gaming sessions we had for this channel and Twitch and whatnot. Obviously, in between we had like reactions, you know, trailers, like thoughts, and there's all kinds of stuff. Like you can find them if you want to. But yeah, that will be for me. Thank you very much for staying with me. If you reached the ending of the video, you know, looking forward to what the 2023 has in store for us. Like a lot of gaming coming up, and of course, you know it. I'll do my best to provide with, you know, with more entertainment, more, you know, always positive videos and help for anyone who needs it. Yeah, and I hope, you know, you guys to be around and to, you know, share your thoughts, like, and everything. But yeah, feel free to share your thoughts, like say, you know, what games you played. Do we play the same games? Are you like more or less the same as me? Do you know any of the other more niche titles? Yeah, like the video, feel free to subscribe if you want. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next project, which probably is not too far away. So yeah, bye bye.